Hi. I thought since Kushner is in the news a lot today, April 2nd, that let's read on Kushner and see what's going on there. He's come up a little in my reads lately, and I don't think I've ever actually read just on Jared. So let's see what I get for him. First and foremost, we have this upside down. Oh, wait. Yeah, it's supposed to be like this, but it's upside down. Upside down, Three of Swords. Now, this would be like heartbreak, but since he doesn't really have a heart, it's more of an ego break. I see this for him today because he went out today as supposedly the new head of the coronavirus, I don't know, action team or whatever, as if he has any experience in anything like this. He's just going to manage the country's coronavirus management of, saving people and all of this and creating hospitals. It's just, and he's just being crushed by the press and the media and everybody, because he should be, because he's not even supposed to have security clearance. He's the president's son-in-law, and suddenly he's like a health expert and like managing like a massive operation. And let's face it, at the base, it's just like about money. It's about, well, okay. Yeah, so he's being crushed, and that's what that represents. And I think that he has a temptation because he just gets made fun of. I feel like every time they try to be like serious people, they get crushed. We don't trust him. We know he's been all about money. He's self-serving, and that is what's happening beneath the surface. And he's not just serving himself. And this makes sense to me also because he's sort of doing it like, instead of it's having a government operation, it'll be the private sector operation. So I see him as he enjoys to surround himself to fill line his pockets with gold, but he also likes the sort of cronyism of making other people other people also should also make money when he makes money, so that you have a community of people making money. And that's him out there. I didn't watch him because I can't stand to watch him, and I just missed it. And I guess it was just like one corporation after another. They're very into that corporate sector. And I also do, to be fair, I understand, like, great, let's get our corporations up and running, get people working. People are out of work right now, and I want people to have jobs as long as they're keeping distance and health wise. But I don't trust like a Jared Kushner. I think that there's a lot of cronyism, like our very own oligarchy, but that sort of just the big corpse. So his day, it was a crushed. Oh, and here he is on the surface being like, here I am to save the day. I'm the Knight of Swords. I have all this knowledge. Like, really, do you? He even, I think, said, I'm learning a lot about this. Like, oh my God, maybe you're not really the one. And then I see this as, okay, so this is like an offer, this Four of Cups. I think that this is Ivanka saying, let's go home. And I think this has been hanging over him for a while. And I see here, as this is the nostalgia card, and that I think he is going to take her up on that offer. I think that that's where they're headed, to going home. Leaving this. So I see this in the past as they won the presidency, and it's just been a gold mine. They're like, yes, we did it. We're going to make so much money, so many connections. And now it's like, all right, let's walk away and go home. And I see another layer of these cards as an offer, like, Ivanka saying, Jared, let's go. But also I think there's a sort of like an opportunity to get out of some kind of like investigative potential trouble in an investigation. Sort of like one of those deals where it's like, we can give you, can't think of the word, but like, if you've broken the law, we can get you out of it moving forward if you will XYZ, like a lot of times, if you will turn in this other person. But I almost feel like it's like, if you will leave the White House, like there's some offer to the family. If you all leave the White House, we can protect you on all these different counts. Like, and that would just be like a matter of national security. It's the safest way. If they think that there's criminal stuff going on, if you would just walk away, it'll be the most calm way to handle this. Why don't you guys just walk away and we can protect you moving forward? I think that's in the air. And so I think the fact that these two are on top of each other, it's like he had a terrible day. It did not go well. And he's like, should we just go? But then here, I'm like, but wait, these are two brand new things. You have an Ace of Rods, an Ace of Cups. And then I'm wondering, and then I'll say what I think they are first. I think this is him today. This is the new coronavirus task force, which, remember, is all about money and his corporate friends making money. And then I'm like, what's this Ace of Cups? Like, usually that would be like your heart bursting, some kind of new love. And then I remembered there's some story in the news today. And then I realized, yep, here it is in here too. It has to do with Saudi Arabia and Russia and oil. Okay, there's some news, something, and I looked a little more into it. So Trump tweeted something today about Saudi Arabia and Russia are going to be lessening their oil barrels. And this just made our stock market in America, the oil industry stocks, go up like 45% just since the moment he said that. So just today. And then here I do see I see Russia, Saudi Arabia. I can't remember the Saudi Arabia king who Trump calls his friend, even though we know he's like a murderer of a journalist and many more. And then the other murderer friend of his, Vladimir Putin. And this is like some kind of like idea I think that they all are in on. And I think long term, it's like, then we share the wealth. So it's like, somehow making this an oil announcement, like it's like, I see it as some scheme, just like everything is a money-making scheme. And that it's sort of like, let's all make a bunch of money and then share it. This cronyism oligarchy thing that now we're a part of too, I guess. So yeah, anyway, what I saw here, I'm like, it's oil. It's like, it excites him, this new oil idea he had that's going to make a lot of cronies a lot of money. And that's sort of happening here, working with Saudi Arabia and Russia. I don't know if anyone knows how this sort of thing works. I don't know how people make money on the oil industry or what these barrels have to do with it or what. But then this kind of confirmed for me in the end, like there's like a sharing happening. So if it seems like on the surface, just America is winning in this, I think that it's actually like, okay, great. It's like oil theater. I think this is what I think I'm seeing. And then this at the base kind of feels like a confirmation of that. It's like, this is like, Jared's like sort of always just like planting these seeds and watching the money grow. Plant the seed, watch the money grow. Plant the seed, watching the money grow. And this is like where he is right now. And then I am wondering if, because these cards are in this opportunity to walk away, an offer to walk away, and just like go back to before all of this. This is like the simple nostalgia, simpler times card. I'm wondering, like, is he sort of like in extra production right now with these little ops so that like, let me just make another like a quick bill for me and my friends. Because he has such a deep insecurity, and you almost see that in his body. He's like thin, like he can't eat. And he has to fill that insecurity with more and more and more money. I think it's like a sickness. And so I think, and then the fact that this card is here, it tells me that it is coming in. It's not, something that he's thinking about or contemplating. Like, I think they're going to probably head out. But, I don't know if it's like anytime soon or in a month or in the months to come. But that, I think, is happening. So anyway, that's what I get from it. If you have any thoughts on the cards as you read it, or if you have any requests, let me know. And, if you like, I would love if you would hit the thumbs up. It helps other people find me. And subscribe so you can be around for more videos. I'll hope to see you at the next one. Bye.